So here we are, turn 4, phase 1, and again it's the amphibious phase. Things are slightly different this time with the counters. You can see here that they are marked as being WH or OR, which means that you can place them in any white box or any orange box. So we will put them here and here at the moment. These two are marked as being orange 3, so they have to stay in this landing box. The orange guys, we've got 3. We can put them anywhere between here and here. I'm thinking that we just kind of spread them out a bit, see how it goes, hope for the best. And this guy can go in any white box. I think we'll keep him to here, away from this blue guy, because this bit just seems to be a bit of a disaster area to land in. So we're going to have to try and get rid of some of these guys. So, without further ado, let's go for a card. See what it says for these guys here. No drift, green circle. And there is no greens to give them any grief, so this guy can go in here, this guy, another HQ, can go there. So far so good. Next for this guy, he gets drift left and a purple triangle. Okay, drift left. So that won't cause any problems. That's good. All good. And for these two guys, no drift, red circle. Now we do have a red circle here, so I'm going to make this guy go in here, away from it. Nothing bad there. He can go in there. And last, this guy, green circle, drift left. So either way, nothing bad, because there is no green to open fire there. So far so good. That was easy enough. Now, time for the event phase. Phase 2 of the operation, the event phase. This is the last time we get to do just one event, because in turn 5 we then have to do a second event. So, here's hoping it's lucky. We get... oh, come on. Go on, focus for me. Hooray. Oh, minefield disrupts 1 US infantry unit. So, I suppose it could be worse. Okay. 1 unit has got to take a disruption. So, I'm thinking probably just this guy. He's just appeared and he's not really in any danger, so we'll disrupt him. He takes the one for the team this time. Now, the dreaded Japanese fire phase. Here we go, phase 3, Japanese fire phase. So let's see what we get dealt this time. We have... ta-da! Uh-oh. Okay, we have the M action and we have a star. The R action hasn't appeared yet. It won't appear until about the next turn. So we managed to dodge that this time. But the M action, when you get a lettered action, it stays in the game for the rest of the game. So although this turned up in turn 3, the M action continues for the rest of the game. So, what do we do for the M action? First things first, what does the M mean? The M means different things depending on the tables. So, let's have a look at the tables. When it comes to tanks, because we have the yellow here, we've got 2 yellow here. We only use this colour when the tanks are not in a coloured hex. So if a tank ended up here, we would use the coloured dot. Otherwise, we use the hex colour. So both these tanks are going to open fire. The blue tank is also going to open fire because there are units within their field of fire. So tanks will use the same field of fire as the hex. So intense fire comes up to here. Then it's steady fire. But because of our luck, the M in this case will be a machine gun. Let me just check. No, I tell a lie, it's even worse than that. What we have is, let me just bring in the old table. What we have is tank position, US units in the field of fire, M action, multiple fire. Oh well, that's just great. So they get to have 2 fire, 2 shots as. So those 2 tanks both get to shoot twice if there are enough people to hit. Thankfully I don't think there is. So the tanks normally would fire to here. This time they're going to fire to here. So this guy is going to be in steady fire because that becomes here. And he's a circle, so he gets hit and unfortunately goes. And this guy is also in steady fire because that hex would be here. Luckily he's a triangle, doesn't get hit. This guy, he's now in intense fire because that dot becomes here. So he now gets hit. So that's 2 hits out of 4 for these guys. But this guy is not going to hit much. So we'll say that's 1 from him, we'll say that's 1 from him. So that's 1 each they've had. If we look down here, Mr. Completely Unlucky here is going to be in steady fire, and for once it's actually his lucky day. I don't think he gets hit. This guy is going to be, that's steady, so this is steady. Triangle, circle, he's okay. And over here, intense fire there would become intense fire there. This guy here, again, his lucky day. So the 2 tanks, even at 4 shots, they were only able to hit 2. So that's good. While we're on tanks though, this blue guy gets to fire, but no M action. His is just a normal action. And the blue only comes to here really, because he's right in the edge of this jungle. So thankfully he doesn't hit anything there. Good. I'm liking that so far. Okay, next we have the Japanese units with the yellow M action. Now, here's a guy who's yellow. He's unrevealed. So let's look at the charts for this guy. We have, just bring in the chart. Here is the magic chart. We have, he's occupied. He has US units in the field of fire, and he has an M action, which is fire with machine gun. Now, with machine gun means that he gets to shoot an extra hex outwards. So, there's 2, so he gets 2 shots. Nothing here, nothing there, but he would also reach out to here. This is intense fire, steady fire. That becomes intense, that becomes steady fire. So these guys are potentially in the field of view. There's no star on the yellow, so this guy doesn't get hit. These guys are in steady fire, which becomes intense fire because of the machine gun. So potentially they're going to take a hit each. There's nothing there for yellow. So yeah, both of those are in intense fire. Both need to take a hit. He gets 2 shots, which is unfortunate for us, again. Them's the breaks. Right, next we have this. It's unoccupied. But again, let's have a look at the chart. What does the magic chart say? The magic chart is saying unoccupied within 3 hexes of a US unit, which would be, just have to look under the page, yes, very much so. M action, muster, place a reserve unit if in communications, place reserve unit and if in communications, add a depth marker. Well, that's just great. Let me move that. In communications means you can draw a line from a unit to 2 other units in Japanese. So this guy can draw a line to here and to here, no problem. There's nothing blocking him. Well, the only thing that can block him is US units. So the guy we had in here, he would have been cut off. Anybody here would be just in no more. They'd be able to draw a line from here to here, from here to here. This guy is in communications because he can draw a line up and there's other units up here. So he is in communications, so unfortunately we have to put a depth marker and one of the reserve units in there. Great. Okay, that's that one. And any other yellows? There's one yellow, don't know if you can see it, just here. It's occupied, no US units, so it would do a mortar fire. But thankfully we are out with its mortar fire, I think. Could be wrong, but I think we're just outside of its mortar fire. So I think we dodged a bullet there, or a mortar shell. And same, there's one over here, again too far away. Good. Next, red. The red has a star in it this time. The star means that the red unit can hit and injure the HQ unit, which has a star. Fortunately, we killed that guy last time and this guy's empty, so we don't have any problems with red. That's good. Blue, the R action hasn't come in yet, so it's just an ordinary blue fire. This guy's disrupted, and there's a guy over here, he's disrupted as well. So that wasn't so bad after all, thankfully. But you just never know with this game. Anytime you get empty spaces, they can end up being refilled. You can have certain actions that will be, all troops will start to move down. So yeah, you don't get an easy break with this game. But I think that's it. Oh no, the artillery. Almost missed it again. And I'm just going to look it up in the book just to be absolutely sure again. Blah, 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 blah. It's got to have greater than or equal to 7. And I'm sure it has. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come on, don't let there be any more. Disrupted units don't count, so another 1 and he would damage us. Hopefully not. I think we're on to something good here. Ah, no. There's 1 here. There's 1 here in A6. God damn it. I think that's going to be the motto of this game. God damn it. So, he does indeed, the Japanese do indeed have 7 units. So, we take damage, and a landing beach hex, or hex closest to the landing beach hex. So somebody down in this area is going to have to take a hit because of that artillery. Let's see. We'll say this guy. He's going to take the hit. So I think that is now the end of the Japanese fire phase. Now it's your turn to try and wreak some havoc. It's the US action phase. So, what I'm thinking is that we need to get units in here and in here to stop them getting resupplied and having Japanese units pop up in there again. We've got an HQ here, so we've got a guy here and a guy here with free actions. So I think probably this guy, we'll move him into there. We'll say that's his free action. That means that is under our jurisdiction and they can't resupply in there. This guy is disrupted, so can't do anything with him. This guy, I'm thinking that we try and go for this guy. Get rid of him and take over that hex again so it can't be resupplied. So I'm thinking this guy and these two take on this guy. The reason being that if we flip this or the depth marker and it says we require flanking, then we're flanking. We could even involve this guy if it came to it. Yeah, let's go for it. It would be, wait, that would be 1. That would have to use 1 of our 2 moves. Oh no, wait, there's an HQ here. So these guys get free actions. That HQ gives this guy free actions. Good to go. Right, okay. So these 3 can take on this guy. He's not in any fancy terrain that gives him any advantage. So let me just have a wee look. Brush. No, we're okay. So he is 2 strength, requires demolitions. We've got demolitions in this guy for a start. And then a depth marker. Close combat. Okay, it means that we can't take this guy on because of the close combat. The only way we can take this guy out is close combat. We don't, do we? Can we use close? No, you can't use close combat in an attack. We're going to have to just say we don't have the weapons, we have at least double, and the unit, and reveal depth marker, Japanese disruption, optional attrition. Okay, the optional attrition we get here is that we can either leave the outcome as being the Japanese unit and the depth marker are disrupted, That's one outcome. Or we can go for the attrition outcome, which would be that we take a hit, remove the depth marker. So, do we want to take a hit and remove the depth marker, which would remove the close combat for when we attack him inevitably next time? Yeah, let's remove that and let's just kill this guy off. So next time we can just attack him ordinary. And it does mean that this guy here gets to be recognised as the first unit wiped out officially. So there's a little box, I'll try and show you it later on. Oops, I need to get the camera to focus first. There is another box on the left hand side which I'll show you. Oh, come on, focus. There's another box on the left hand side which is for any units that have been killed off. So that guy goes in there, unfortunately. Okay, so we've done some damage here. We can get him next time. And these guys have had a turn. That was the free turn. We could try and go for this guy. I don't think, is he revealed? Oh yeah, we got him last time. So we need mortar and bazooka. Now the amphibious tank is machine gun and Browning and a flamethrower. So that's not good to us. But it does also have the bazooka, which is good. Oh, this guy's got bazooka anyway. And this guy could be the mortar, because the HQ, remember, can stand in for anything you're missing. Yeah, we could have these three guys gang up on this guy. He's in coral, which I believe doubles his strength. Yep. So he's actually a 6. So if we use 2, 3, 5, 7, would make us greater but not double. The only thing we could do is disrupt him. So he's already disrupted. So it would be pointless trying to fight him. I don't think 2 disruptions means a kill. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm pretty sure 2 disruptions don't mean a kill. What else can we do? What other damage? We've never actually done anything with these guys. What about this? We could attack this guy in jungle area. Whatever he is would be doubled. We've only got 5. We could bring the tank into it. Because it can go a range of 3, which would be 1, 2, 3. That would give us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 against whatever he has. Yeah, let's go for it. What the hell. And he's a 4. And requires close combat. Oh, fantastic. So these guys have had a turn. Let's see. Possess the weapons, yes. Attack strength is greater but not double. No, it's not, because he's an 8. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it's actually less. Attack strength is less. Unit is alone. He gains a depth marker. Oh, fantastic. Okay, that didn't quite go to plan. So he ends up better off. Damn it. Okay, let's see. On this side, this guy gets a free move. So let's move him into here. That he stays there for just now. Stops that getting resupplied. I'm not sure how this works because this is technically a group, but the board I think has got a printing error because there's no dotted line connecting these two. I'm pretty sure they're a group. I don't know if we can take over one square of a group or if that forces combat. So I'm going to plead stupidity and move in there because I don't know. So I'm going to say this guy's going to use a free move to go in there, which I don't think is going to do anything really. We could use these two guys. One would be a paid move, one would be a free move to attack this guy. But he is, I think he's in jungle. Just check. So he would be doubled, but the depth marker would not be doubled, and we would have 14. If we can beat that guy, then we can move somebody in there and stop that get resupplied again. What the heck, let's go for it. It requires flanking manoeuvre, which those two together are not flanking. So that's a no-go. So we are at least double. The unit is revealed, depth marker is not. So we need to reveal the depth marker anyway, and is close combat. So attack strength is at least double, and we reveal the depth marker. Okay, so in fact no it's not. My bad. My bad. My bad. Do we possess the weapons? No, we don't. We are at least double, yes. And the Japanese unit is disrupted. So outcome is better than nothing. So there's these two guys have had a turn. These guys don't get any free turns. I need to remember I've used one of my 2 turns on this guy. HQ's here. This guy needs a flamethrower and a machine gun, which these two would supply. We would then have 17 against 3, which would definitely beat him, and we could then move somebody else in there. So if we, let's say, we need to use the amphibious vehicle because that's the flamethrower. We're going to use this guy. We're not going to use this guy because we're going to move him in there when we win because of the free moves. So we do possess weapons, and it's only just a unit alone, so yes, he is a goner. Now, because he's an elite unit, rather than just throw him in the pile and say he's a goner, he goes into the box below the depth markers, because these guys end up coming back into play again later on. So he goes up top. So this guy for a free move is going to move in there and keep an eye on things, and these guys have had the free moves. Oops. Okay. Getting there, slowly but surely. next we've still got an HQ here, so he's got free move, the two HQs have still got free move, these two guys have got free moves, this guy's a bit kind of lonely up here, but we could have those two. No, I can't, I've only got one paid move left. Damn it. Okay, need some support up here for this guy. So let's move the HQ and this guy up to here for free moves. And we'll leave them there because in the next turn hopefully we can use these two to attack him. That's the theory. That's inevitably going to fail, but that's the theory. These two could attack him, try and take over. Yeah, let's go for it. Feeling lucky. Yes. Yes, that's just my luck. Also needs close combat. I hate close combat. I always lose. Well, probably next time at least you'll get to see some close combat. Got an HQ here. The idea also with the HQ guys is to kind of distribute them so that they give you lots of free moves. Because we've still got these two guys to go somewhere. Let's move them both. No, we don't want to move them both because they'll become a prime target because they've got 7 steps. But having said that, this guy's disrupted. So yeah, okay, let's move them to here. HQ, and this guy can stay there. These guys have still got... No, they've not got any moves. There's not any HQ nearby. Nope. HQ there, still got a move. So let's move the HQ to there, which means these guys get free moves next time. This guy's disrupted, he'll lose that at the end of this. And this guy still could move him because I've still got 1 move left from my 2. And we've got a pile of troops coming in on turn 5, the next turn, so this is all going to cause problems. I should have moved these guys because I'm going to end up with a pile up of people because nobody else can go into that hex. You can only have 2 units. So having said that, I'm not sure whether the next group are marked orange 3, orange 2, orange 1 or whether I can spread them elsewhere. Last move, we'll move this guy to here. That's the last paid move. So that is basically it. That's it for the US action phase. I can remove his disruption marker. Oh, and I almost forgot from the last forget, which was the disruption markers on the Japanese blue, red and yellow. So I've taken the disruption off the blues from last time. But I think that is it for the American phase. That now takes us on to turn 5, where we get more troops and another surprise.